Hey guys, I'm LaneVids. Figured I'd come live here and talk to you guys for a little bit about money and investing. As y'all know, well, first of all, this channel is usually about family travel. We've done some Dave Ramsey stuff on here. If y'all remember a while back, we were big Dave Ramsey fans. We did the Dave Ramsey Total Money Makeover. We did our Debt-Free Scream live on his radio show, which was super exciting about 2 years ago. And this past Friday, October 21st, that was KRISTA and I's 2-year anniversary of being debt-free, which is super exciting. We definitely have slowed down, which everyone says that you do once you become debt-free, because you ease a little bit more back into how life was before you were rice and beans all the time. But I wanted to talk to you guys about some books that I've been reading. One is called The Snowball, Warren Buffett and the Business of Life. I actually just started, I've had this book for probably 3 years, and I just really started reading it. I got to page, I don't know, like 177 yesterday. I read a whole almost 200 pages. I could not put this book down, but it's a autobiography of Warren's life and how he became the man that he is now, how he thought about assets and stuff like that. And getting into assets, I want to just to talk to you guys a little bit more about what I know about money and how to accumulate wealth via investing so that you can have a comfortable life, and why rich people, doing the things that rich people do to achieve that. And there's a guy named Robert Kiyosaki. I found him back in 1996 or 97, whenever it was first on the Oprah show. My mom said, "Oh, Lane, you should watch this." And so I watched it, and I was intrigued, very intrigued. Always been interested in money and investing and all that type of stuff. So I got his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, read it cover to cover, very fast read, good read. By the way, I put this book down in the description below if you guys want to check it out. I'm thinking I might talk to you guys about the books that I'm reading about money on this channel, coming live for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. But I found Robert Kiyosaki, and he taught me about financial literacy, and that is understanding the words that financially literate people use. And there's 4 words that you mainly need to know: income, expense, asset, and liability. And income is money coming in, through a job or through another one, which is the asset word that I said. That's another way to get income coming in. The other one is expense. That's your money leaving you. Where does it go? Paying your mortgage, paying your utilities, paying for internet, whatever, you have there. Assets are things that you can buy or build that put money into your pocket. So it becomes, you buy something or create something and it becomes an asset. So like a stock that pays a dividend, the stock is the asset, and you have the dividend, which is the thing that puts money into your pocket, be part of your income. Then you have liabilities, and that's what you owe. So, your mortgage on your house is a liability. You have, say, $100,000 mortgage, and you have to pay that every month, which comes to the expense. So your liability is the mortgage. But it can also, in turn, help you if you think about it in that way. We don't want to go back into debt after paying off so much with the Dave Ramsey Total Money Makeover, but one way you can look at it, and what some people have done, is to buy a house and, with a mortgage, and then you rent it out. And then the house becomes an asset and it pays you every month, but you still have to pay the liability on it through an expense there. So just a different way of looking at money there. But the reason why I started reading The Snowball is because I watched a video on YouTube, an interview with this guy, Tony Robbins, and he has this book called Money, the Game, The Master the Game. And I got interested in this book because a friend of mine, actually one of my best friends, recommended it to me, and he said that this is the book that his dad would like recommend, highly approves of, however you want to say it. And his dad owns his company, and he's a very, very wealthy man. So I kind of took that as, okay, if a wealthy person is saying that they should read this book, and they're telling their kids to read that book, then there must be something in this. So I got this from the library the other day, but I actually, the night that I listened to that interview, I got on Amazon and I ordered this book immediately because I knew that I was going to want to highlight and write stuff in it and go more in depth with it than I could in 3 weeks. So I started reading that. Again, that book is listed down below. I linked it up down below as well. If you guys want to read this one with me as well, I literally just started it. I made it through the introduction and the forward and then the first few pages here. But very, very good insight. I started watching a few more videos with Tony Robbins, and he's very like, this positive motivator, help you in the game of life type of person. But I'm very interested in this book because he interviews something like 50 of the most wealthiest people on the planet right now, and he helps you to gain insight into how they think, and he puts together a few programs that even though you're not wealthy, you still could be able to take advantage of some of these things. So I'm very interested to read that, and I'm kind of curious to see how these two coincide together because, Buffett just basically a buyer of companies, and then this guy, he talks about investing and how to master the money, master the game of money. So, in fact, I read this morning all the way in the back of the book. He has a few interviews with some of those wealthy people, and one of them was Warren Buffett. So I jumped the gun and I read that one. And Warren talks about index funds. So I started learning a little bit more about index funds. So I'm very curious to see where the books take me, because I'm ready. I think I'm ready to get into more investing and just to have more knowledge about investing. Another thing that I looked into a while back was options trading. I understand it, but I don't think I'm at a skill level right now to be able to do that. So, like I said, with this book, I read through the whole first section. It's divided up into 5 sections, and then, the sections are divided into chapters. And I read through the whole first section, which was up until he got married, and all of his childhood things that he did. And I think I might do a video about my entrepreneurial spirit, because it was kind of interesting reading that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of did something like that. Because Warren, in his book, he went around and bought a pinball machine, and he went to local barber shops, and he asked them if he could set up a pinball machine in the shop. And that was one way that he made money. And that's a way to where the pinball machine was the asset, and then the income that it generated was from the coins that people would put into play. Whenever I was in college, I had vending machines, like snack vending machines that I ran, and I mean they did really well, I must say. My dad gave me some money to buy this. This couple was selling their vending machines. They didn't want to run them anymore. And so I bought a bunch of vending machines. I think there was 4 or 5 of them, and placed them at different locations. And I had to, refill them and go get the money out of them. Great opportunity, great skill, great experience that I had, really getting more into my entrepreneurial side. And I was kind of okay. I like looked at what Warren did, and then I looked at what I did, and I was like, what did he do that was better? And with his, because it was a pinball machine, the only thing that could have really happened is that the pinball machine would have broken, and he would have had to go and fix it. In my situation, every so often, I had to go and refill those snack machines, and that was kind of the not fun part about that, because you had to go and get the inventory, and then you had to go back to the place, and you had to go and fill it out, and you emptied out your money and all that, and then you had to, do that again. That almost became your job unless you had somebody else running it for you. And so what Warren had here was he had something where it didn't have to be refilled or repurposed. It didn't have to have that as much maintenance unless somebody broke it somehow. And I found that very interesting. So he in his book, he says that he is not interested in doing manual labor. He does not like manual labor. He likes to buy something, an asset. He likes to own it, and he likes for that thing to work for him. And so I want to learn more about how to do that. And through reading these books, that's what I'm looking to do. So if you guys want to read along with me, I think I want to start a series on this channel about money and investing, and I'm kind of go use these books as the tool to be able to let you follow along my progress with it, kind of how I did with our Total Money Makeover whenever we did this book. So that's all I'm going to say right now, guys. I'm going to go. If you guys want to follow this journey, make sure to click that subscribe button. Thumbs up is always appreciated. If you have someone interested in investing in money, please share this video with them. As always, we appreciate it when you share it out on Facebook, Twitter, and all that good stuff. So we'll see you guys in the next video. We also do family travel stuff here and other fun videos with our family. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out some of our other videos. Thank you guys for watching. As always, thanks for being shiggity shank.